by Ravi Mithintti, who is the Associate Director, Global Total Rewards and Global Mobility with PepsiCo. He has more than 10 years experience at global HR operation leader with over 20 years in global services across North America, EMA, and APAC. Lead setup to scale strategy and execution, maturity modeling, big scale transformation, and successful GS operation while associated with global names like CG, HSBC, ADP, Honeywell, and Accenture. Design and driven framework on operational risk and governance, HR compliance, operation maturity model, operation efficiency, value delivery centralization, decentralization of operations supported at global step-ups, and academically qualified MBA, HRMP, MP, Lean Six Sigma Belt, HR payroll certified from reputed institutes. Can we welcome Ravi with big round of applause, please?
Okay. Great presentation so far. Really liked it. It definitely connects to my current presentation as well. So today, let me tell you that I'll give you a simple mantra to resolve problems or technology journey for tomorrow. The answer is probably there is no one mantra, right? It definitely connects to what Bhaskar and Ron has connected in terms of how we can move forward. So the what technology, I think that's what the introspect and questions, I will leave it back to you because as Ron called it out, as thought leaders, think about of the journey. It is we who can transform our journey for tomorrow. There are technologies available. Definitely the answer is yes. But which technology should be used when and how we can come forward or resolve the business challenges with the enterprise mindset that Bhaskar has called out. That's where we definitely all shared services are moving towards for, especially if you are a GBS type setup model that you have in the organization. What I keep hearing at PepsiCo also is that they want us to be like the brand or the ambassadors for that one. So we need to live the brand so that we understand the pain points and deliver what the business is looking forward for. Having said that, let me ask you one simple question. Where do we stand in our technology journey as shared services today? If you take out of 100%, put it into 4 quarters, up to 25%, up to 50, up to 75, up to 100, where do we stand in our technology journey? Okay, thanks for at least taking the first vote. Anyone else? Sorry? 50%, are you confident on 50%? Yeah, how much of our processes are automated, right? So where are we on technology journey? We're definitely not where we ideally think we are, at least, but glad to hear that, at least you think that we are not there yet. As Ron even presented, there are so many opportunities that we can take it forward. This is from SSON, right? If you see, largely we are in lower bucket. The second quadrant that you see. The third quadrant, yes, there are companies who have moved forward, but there is a but. Every number has a context to it that could be in silo, in function basis. My thought process today, what I would love to share, with all of you, all your seniors, is break the barriers. The data I'm from HR, the data from HR can get connected into finance. You can probably make AOPs with simple button clicks. That gets connected to procure and pay. IT can enable the infrastructure for all that integration. This is what the automation journey that, the articles from SSON is talking about. It's the shift that we have. I'm not going to read through this one, but I just want you to think through and observe what is it that we need to do and act so that we can move forward tomorrow. Because the journey is definitely in that direction. Creating value chain, having that enterprise mindset, what is the value from the businesses looking forward for, and how through technology we need to make our presentations or showcase the journey. One point or one part which I've seen in Bhaskar's presentation was storytelling. I think storytelling has taken precedence. The better that you're at storytelling, the better GBS or shared services will be embraced as part of the organization. If that is any of the challenges that you're facing, we all do. But how you tell your story will get you the seat on the table that you are looking forward for. Tomorrow, so as I said, like how we will move forward, right? So build your technology success story. How you can build your technology success story is what I want to call out with few areas. This is again the thought process. We have the technologies, but how to make it happen is through transcending technology, like 5G. Ron mentioned about, right, leveraging apps to make our jobs easier. When there is something like 5G technologies that is available, we need to make sure that is what we use so that we can provide it back to our end users. The end users can be anything. If you're a shared services organization, it could be your customers or client. If you're GBS organizations, it could be your enterprise itself. Having the transcending technology is what is keenly reliable. The points which belongs to transcending barriers, boundaries, the pace at which we need to deliver are fast. It should be fast, it should be efficient, it should be reliable, and definitely scalable. That's the technology journey that you should think through. Future of work, portable, mobile, right? Remote, cloud-based, secured. Security is absolutely important. How many of you are from banking industry? None from banking industry? Okay, but do you at least recollect there were pages and forms that we need to fill at one point in time? And now it is still happening through mobile? How has that transition happened? It's still safe and secure, right? We're all happy to scan and then pay something. That's the security that we are look forward for. I work with ADP. We can't even get a paper in and out of that company. Every paper has to be signed and stamped by the security person. That's where we are, we definitely. So moving forward is the thought process, right? As I said, let me connect back to it. Technology is available. I will leave that food for thought to you to think which is the technology that's right, but these are your enablers to make sure pick up the technology and move forward, or the technology that you're building in your own organization. That's what these things should be able to capable of. Ecosystem integration. I just briefly mentioned earlier saying that, you know, if you're shared services, you want to leverage the same shared services employee across boundaries, we probably categorize them as tier 1, 2, 3 types and then get our job done. But if you're a GBS type model, you're basically HR, finance, procurement, and ITES, or any other sales, supply chain, marketing, and so on and so forth as well, right? But breaking that barrier is what it will come tomorrow as well, for sure, because that's a journey that we are thinking and strategizing for. So if you can think through of the ecosystem integration, right? Support system getting integrated, your business getting integrated, your vendors getting integrated, your logistics getting integrated in one platform. That would be super awesome, right? Everything at the click of a button because you're going on the mobile platform, you're making it better, you have an integrated system, the integrated AI and machine learning can help enable that one. This is what will make your success story for sure. Last but not the least, ideally it should come from that side to this side, customer-centric mindset. Whatever technology that we have, if the person is not using, again, sorry for too many references, the CRM example that Ron said, right? We have a CRM, we have excellent ERP systems, but we still extract Excel and then try to work around that one. Why? Because it may be the education which is probably missing. Acceptance may be missing. Why my end user is not using the product or the technology which I'm driving for? What is that confidence level which is missing in that person? That is the thought process we should have first to make sure our technology is bought in, because anyway technology is evolving, someone called out. We are evolving, right? Definitely, technology doesn't stay the same thing. We need to build new technologies, we need to dissolve technologies or due to the disruptions and so on and so forth. So make sure they are easy to use. Make sure they're self-serviceable. We all love self-service, right? On app, right? Everything is on app available. The same thing can happen in HR. The same thing can happen in finance, procurement, every place else too. Enabling agility, right? We all want to be agile, the same kind of an agility in technology. Something is probably not what you want, modify that one, and then deploy a new platform, Forte, whatever that's required for the technology to move forward for that one. Of course, 27 on-demand type of service that's definitely required. Any questions so far? I love this session to be interactive, actually. Okay? Service organization breaking the barriers, all these organizations, whatever name, whatever we are categorized as, wherever you think you belong to, they're simple 5 questions I've laid out. These are introspect questions because, again, let me say it again, technology is available. How to make sure that we leverage the technology, the right technology, and how we can make sure that the technology is utilized to 100% degree to take or to propel our organizations forward is probably, I tried to keep it into 5 questions. Why I'm not able to deploy automation, right? Or end-to-end automation. What are my opportunities for transcending the technology barriers? Anyone who's pioneering, of course, that's why we are here today, to understand what is available in the market, right? What products are useful to me? What is my organization's future of work? Some call-outs on the future of work. Future of work has become the new terminology that will be used a lot. Hybrid model, remote working, mobile platform applications, integrated applications, all of that one. Who all are in my organization's ecosystem? Because as I called out previously, it is very important that all the processes or all your functions and operations are integrated for a future for tomorrow. What my consumers want from my technology, very important. If I'm not using the technology, how will I make my client use it? How will I make my business use it? How will I make my team use it? What is it that is missing for me to leverage the technology? So that's the important question that we have. Any questions so far? Either you understood so much or this concept is just bouncing back. I'm happy to take as many questions. That's why, I did not run through too many slides. Yes, sir, please.
So I don't see a top line or bottom line effect which should be there. See, any services or any shared services or any technology transformation should affect my bottom line or my top line, right? So that's what I was missing there.
Correct. So the integration part of it, the top line connection is what I'm saying is through leveraging your technology, but the technology is already available. If you see here, some callouts, I just wanted to leave that space for open here. So what is it that we still need to do is the end-to-end connection, which is probably called out over here, right? That's what we are moving towards for. The back-end systems, the data integration that you're talking about, that's where the IT teams, we have all data. I mean, the machines are capable enough to learn the language and then connect the data end-to-end together. That's what will enable us to use the technology, move forward from the technology. Earlier, when I called, HR systems, finance systems, everything can be integrated itself because, for example, let me just call out, AOP is done with a lot of data that comes from HRs, right? So if the data is integrated, you already have a pre-populated, maybe 70%, 80% of your AOP already ready, while 3 months we spend, or the finance team spends in preparing an AOP for the year. Right? The positive user experience, of course, if everything is in one place, right? My queries, if I don't understand something, a walk me type of an option that, yes, please click this, and then you will reach there. So that's a technology option, which is definitely available over here. Data, digitizing data, enabling accesses, I think we already moved a lot forward on that one. Leveraging operational dashboards. As operations managers and leaders, I think we prepare a lot of time, right? If the data is integrated, as you probably called it out, the dashboards can happen just like a click of a button. Isn't it so? Why we waste at least a couple of hours in making a presentation as such? There are some call-outs on the same thing. There are some examples which I just want to call out from Samsung and DSM, where they call out, how this journey has been going forward for them and how it is important for that. Lastly, how to propel your shared services forward in technology. Some call-outs. I will leave it for you to read through, and this talks about, again, as you said, right, what is it, the value creation, the top line thing, which is extremely on the right, because our sponsors or the business or client, whatever that you call, will lead our agile deployment. And at times when you want to shift from one platform to another platform, it should be easy to dissolve because of a disruption and then move forward. Our business and sponsors are definitely happy to invest in technology, have the digital strategy and digital roadmap, and enable scale and growth. That's what the technology should enable for. I hope I answered your question, sir. Sorry, someone else wanted to answer. Yes, please. It's a good question. I can't average it out, but there are definitely some areas we have evolved. No, I will not blindly say we've crossed that 50% barrier. For example, I'll call it out as an example. Our IT team has crossed or transcended into barriers which we never imagined, or it was like a big boom for me. Would you believe IT will help the cultivation of crops and plants and the timely seasoning of that one? Can you connect IT to agriculture? I'm sure you will not be. The same expression I had, where IT can tell which crop to be sown first now, what is the season, how long it is taking, what is the next one to go. Because PepsiCo is an FMCG company, but you might have seen it. We are so much into sustainability of the land and the crops as well. So potatoes is our major business. So that's a call out. It's a food for thought. Any other questions, please?
Which all tools actually you guys use for automation? Like some examples. See, we all have come, this can be done, that can be done. We all, almost on a regular basis, we see a lot of presentations. But when it comes to control and cost, see, we don't get those products which actually justify what we're saying, value addition to the overall process, the cost control, plus the value creation. Because if I compare my FTE cost with the particular the tool cost, so it should actually my management say, yes, go ahead. But then why I need to convince?
Very valid question. Thanks for asking that question. Why not drive hackathons within your own organization? Someone called out about people, right? Leveraging people for that one. We drive hackathons a lot. Every year, it is generally, you might have seen it in LinkedIn as well, there is a next big idea. Every year, the next big idea is being launched. People who have that idea, they will invest time. The top selected ideas are sponsored by the organization because that might have got the larger votes. That is one best way. I can say that's not all of that one, but that's one best way. But investing in cost, as I said, right, if you can answer those first, transcending future of work, integration of ecosystem, and if it is customer-centric, of course, any business would love to sponsor for that one, because we're moving from that cost saving and cost arbitrage mindset that the business want to invest more so that we enable the organization top-line growth move forward. We are definitely the enabler, so we can only enable, and that's why the time saved for a client here, business customer, helps them make dollars, and it brings us value and smiles and then satisfaction that we are an integral part of the business. Any other questions? Any comments, if not questions? Okay, thank you. Hopefully you have taken back something out of this one. Thank you so much for being a lovely audience.
I have a comment. It was a wonderful presentation. Thank you, sir, for your time.